We can do wheelies with a Harbor Freight engine. I think we're doing pretty good.
That's not what you want to see.
Today's video is sponsored by Raycon. We built the four-wheel drive go-kart from Temu, and it's only missing one thing, and that's way too much horsepower. So today we're swapping in a Predator 670 V-twin to push it to the limit.
Man, remember, this thing is from Temu. We all thought it was going to explode on its maiden voyage.
That's true, but here we are installing like way more torque than this kit was ever designed to handle.
Even this engine exceeds the power rating.
Yeah, dude, but it'll be fine. How could you go wrong with more horsepower? Let's check out this power plant. This is the Predator 670 22 horsepower V-twin engine. 22 horsepower might not sound like a lot, but this bad boy took a Volkswagen Beetle that we built up to 65 miles an hour. Hey, now we're talking, man. Yeah. We're doing it. And returned 34 miles per gallon. It's gonna turn that into an absolute beast. The only problem is...
Oh, this is gonna be way more than one problem.
Don't worry about it, man. The only problem is getting that big giant engine to fit in here. That engine is twice as big. Oh, and the transmission's bigger. It weighs a lot more. And maybe we should look into whatever that noise is too.
The chain.
We're gonna need some serious engineering intervention. All right, guys, Mother's Day is coming up fast, and it's a great time to find a gift that your mom will actually use every day, like Raycon's bone conduction headphones, which are perfect for the active mom in your life. Raycon is sponsoring today's video, and these are headphones that sit outside of the ears. And right now, you can grab them for 15% off by going to buyraycon.com/carsbc. So your mom can listen to music or podcasts while staying aware of her surroundings. My mom's really into cycling, so it's important for her to hear what's going on around her. And Quinn's mom is a flower farmer, so she likes to be able to listen to music and take calls while getting stuff done. That's why Raycon's bone conduction headphones are a perfect gift for them. They're built for all-day use with 13 hours of battery life. They're IP68 waterproof and dustproof, making them perfect for work or play in the sun or rain. And with no earbud, you don't have to worry about slipping, ensuring maximum comfort while you move. Check it out. These have to be the easiest to clean, sleekest headphones I've ever owned, and I pretty much use them every day for exercising and working on the computer. They aren't like any headphones I've ever had before. They send crystal clear sound through vibrations in the bones just outside of your ear. And best of all, Raycon gives you premium performance without the premium price tag. We're talking big brand quality, but at half the cost. Just ask the over 3 million customers who already love Raycon, and they come with a 30-day happiness guarantee. So celebrate the moms in your life. Go to buyraycon.com/carsbc to get 15% off the bone conduction headphones. Thanks Raycon for sponsoring. So the engine we're removing is a GX390 clone, 390 cc's, and we're installing 670. So we're almost doubling the displacement.
The problem is, it's not broke, so we gotta fix it.
Exactly. I ran one parked, and we're about to throw in way more than it's ever supposed to get. You remember that transfer case was whining like last time we jumped it, right?
Yeah.
With this little guy.
You ready?
Yep.
Man, I wish we had a hoist sometime.
You know, a hoist, that's a great idea, dude. Yeah, I mean, I always knew the 670 was big, but that's nuts. That engine doesn't have a gas tank either. Taller without a gas tank than the old 390.
Well, at least we got cruise control.
Yeah.
You want that to fit here?
Yeah, it'll be fine, dude. You got most of it, dude.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Ooh, boy.
Well, it's about what we're looking at. So if we take the pipe off, we can move it forward. But right now, that engine is literally hanging off the back.
How are we gonna fit our secondary in there?
Haven't figured that out yet, buddy.
Almost there. Come on. Man, I just did like 2 turns.
It's always at the end it gets stuck.
Yep. It was supposed to be a quick job, and it always takes 3 times longer.
All right, so this really doesn't get us that far because we could hook up to the CVT that's here, but we were already overpowering that thing with the last engine. So we're gonna need the bigger CVT. We're gonna need the 780. And there's just no way it's gonna fit.
So that's the CVT we're working with down there.
Yeah, that's the old one.
Yeah, we gotta put this one up.
Yeah, the problem is the engine is gonna physically fit, but like we're gonna blow that CVT like to pieces. So we gotta use the big 780, and that's not gonna fit, at least installed as it is. So we should probably bolt that one on and figure out where the engine needs to go. Because if we can turn this jack shaft, if we can just put a sprocket on that CVT and run a sprocket to this jack shaft, we'll be good to go. I mean, it'll set the engine back, but it should work. And there's enough weight on the front end of this thing, I think it'll still turn.
You don't think it's gonna start wheeling now, right?
I hope it does, man. I mean, if the engine's back here, it's gonna remind me of those like sand cars out west and in the Middle East, dude, the ones that have like 900 horsepower and do wheelies. If we can do wheelies with a Harbor Freight engine, I think we're doing pretty good. So this backing plate is made of 3/8 steel. This entire go-kart could crash into a pile of mopeds. And
You mean it's gonna be the only thing surviving?
exactly. Exactly.
Alright, that ain't going nowhere.
That ain't going nowhere. What do you mean ready? I don't think it's gonna move. It can move a little bit.
Yeah.
Danger.
Yep. Okay.
You gonna give it a shot?
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Alright, well, found a new problem. The shaft on the CVT is hitting our shock. But the good thing is, I mean, if we're just running a sprocket to this jack shaft here, like the engine doesn't have to be centered.
We can get it closer to the jack shaft too.
Yeah, that's right, because we're eliminating this secondary pulley.
And it should pass on the other side of it.
Okay, yeah, so perfect. We can get this just on the other side. It'll be good. So all we're doing is popping off that secondary and installing this sprocket. This will give us a 1-to-1 gear ratio with the CVT. Now, the big concern is, well, all 30 foot-pounds from that bone stock 670 are going to be pulling on this sprocket, pulling right here in the center of our jack shaft. So if we're not careful or it hits a really big torque load, this thing could turn into a U while it's spinning. So we got a plate cut out for right about there, and we're thinking we're going to reinforce the back of it about like so, and that should give just enough stability for the back end of the engine here. Now we might do a nice looking bar too, just for aesthetics, as long as we can still get the engine in and out. So, but first off, let's bolt this to the engine and keep going. And we're thinking of installing a hoist, because it seems like these projects are getting bigger and bigger. We're doing a 670 today. We just did a 250-pound diesel. Engines don't seem to be getting any smaller, so we need like a good safe way to get them up and down. So we'll be installing one of those soon. Yeah, that's a snug fit. Shockingly, everything fits in this setup except for the airbox lid. It hits this roll cage cross member here. So we're just gonna make a little trim. We're gonna cut it down here, move this up to meet with the cross member for the shock there, and no one will ever know it was there.
No, and then it'll fit perfectly fine. The throttle cable will line up even better now. It won't be pushed to the side.
Yeah.
Just need to get rid of this for a second.
It was under a little bit of tension there, wasn't it? And you know, we really don't mind cutting this thing up because I don't know. I'm pretty convinced this entire chassis is homemade. I mean, the bottom is all kind of booger welded square tubing, flat on the bottom there, rectangular tubing, and then you got this cage here that's like half welded together. It looked like someone was learning how to TIG weld to put this thing together. At this point, I mean, doesn't it? And then they flapped it down and painted it.
Maybe a little.
So, I don't know. We had some comments saying it looked like a mini sprint car, which, I mean, it does, but I think it was homemade to look like a mini sprint car. I don't think it was ever a mini sprint car to begin with. But it does kind of look like a swamp buggy now, especially with the big twin.
Swamp buggy. Well, I'm gonna clean this up. It's gonna be a little bit of dust. You wanna try and pop that cover back on now?
Great idea.
You guys ever notice that these little handhelds struggle? The wireless handhelds struggle with the wire wheel.
Yeah.
They're just so heavy. Fresh battery and it sounds like it's dying.
Little cut, little weld, like it never even happened. Butter. You know our buddy Bo? He was telling me about a welder that runs off of DeWalt batteries.
How well does it work?
I don't know, but I want to find out. Like, I've always wanted to like build a go-kart that we can finish while we're driving it.
What?
Dude, imagine going on a road trip and leaving one place with a motorcycle with a trailer and getting somewhere else with a four-wheeled vehicle.
You turning the trailer into a...
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know, but like so many builds, we just get running enough to drive, but like what if we could finish it while we're driving it?
So I'm gonna be on the trailer while you're driving the motorcycle and...
Yeah, and he's gonna be like installing the other wheel and stuff. Like, have you ever seen those videos in like India where guys are like changing a tire while they're driving?
No.
That's
what
a
do
thing
they do?
too.
Just put it up on two?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Covered.
What is that noise?
What?
I bet you there's water in here that's boiling. I can hear it.
Probably is.
Sounds like a tea kettle. Anyway. Wow, I still hear it. Got these little standoffs here for a little extra added support. They look pretty cool too.
Yeah, man.
Make sure I can reach the kill switch, and it's super awkward.
Super awkward.
But at least there's no spinny bits over here.
Nope.
Here we go.
That's it. I didn't make a chain guard.
I'll be very careful.
Be alright. Here we go, buddy.
Into it.
Effortless torque. And this thing, full throttle is going to be nuts. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Something is getting louder. Something is whining and it's getting louder.
Is that the wheels or the transfer case squealing as we're slowing
I
down?
was gonna ask you if you could hear it.
Yeah. So that's the noise it makes when it's got on just like straight idle and things are just spinning, huh?
Yep.
Are you scared sitting next to it? Because...
Oh, 100% I'm scared sitting next to this thing, dude. All of it.
I mean, it's held up.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick, dude.
We don't know what's gonna happen when it milkshakes.
Yeah, when I'm standing here just waiting for you to come back and you fly by, I'm looking at your front left tire and I'm right here filming you by myself and I'm like, I hope this thing doesn't come off and just smack me in the knees.
Dude, no kidding, man. Like, this thing, high speed over bumps, real sketchy.
Really?
Yeah, like the wheels come off the ground and then it lands and then it bounces my butt off the seat. It's just, it's a hot mess. But
The back looked pretty squishy when you were leaving.
Yeah? We could probably tighten these things up some.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got some play in the back there.
Yeah.
We could definitely try.
All right, I think we should get this thing back inside. Is there even fluid in this transfer case? Like,
I mean, we would have put it in there if there was. There's a little...
we can see about
port
draining
right
it and
here.
replacing it. We could inspect it somehow.
Yeah. Definitely make sure it's not running dry.
Yes, and we also need more RPM.
Really?
I mean, it's got the governor in it.
All right, well, we got a weird dead spot off idle, and the handling is really sketchy, but we managed 43 miles an hour. So we're gonna consult the Infinite Knowledge Engineer. It's
Why does that sound so familiar?
Infinite Knowledge Engineer, IKE, also known as Ike. What's up, man?
Yo, hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. We got a question for you.
When you give it like throttle real quick, it kind of bogs like bleh,
Yep.
and then goes. What'd y'all do to it?
We put pipes on it.
Okay, so you're gonna have to jet the carburetor. You're gonna have to make her a little bit fatter.
Okay.
Handling bad. I think y'all are on y'all's own on that. The alignment. I don't know if we ever did the alignment. But
Yeah, that's a good call.
That thing's not gonna handle nice, anyways.
Yeah, you're right. How are you doing?
I'm recovering.
What are you recovering from?
My hernia operation.
Yikes.
Double hernia.
You've always been an overachiever.
I know. I gotta. When I do it right. When I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna do it right.
Welcome to the club, buddy. I've had the same thing.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I'm recovering. I'm lying in bed right now.
Nice.
Well, couch.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Staying off my feet like the doc says.
Yeah.
Well, but walking around, just taking it easy and walking around, listening to my body.
Good.
Good luck, guys, and can't wait to see the thing going.
10-4. I guess you'll see it on video before you see it in person.
Probably so. No heavy lifting, guys. Y'all work as a team on lifting and stuff.
We actually have a plan for that.
Okay, good. Okay.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Yep.
That's right. Nice.
All right, man. Get some rest. Thanks, Brady.
Oh, I'm doing it. Yeah,
Cool.
Y'all carry on.
10-4. Later, man.
Bye.
All right. Well, we know what to do. Let's wish him luck. Speedy recovery. Let's get back to it.
Let's do it.
So the tricky thing about a 670 factory carburetor is that you got to take like the whole top of the engine apart to get it out.
Yeah.
And you got to mess with all this very complicated linkage. So, Luke, did you ever hear about the time when I was like, I must have been 19 years old when we were like setting up a 670 for the first time?
Can you just hop on it and hold the brake so when I crank it up, if it decides to run away, you can stand on the brake?
Yep. We got one of these adjustments for the cables wrong, the throttle. And so the thing immediately cranked up and went wide open while I was on it.
I think it's going to take off.
Okay.
Oh no, that was so scary. Yeah, the brake is smoking. Oh my gosh. Dude, that was so scary.
Look on your face.
On it.
Yeah.
You didn't even have it on stands after you messed with it.
That's why we put things on stands.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I went for a ride and I didn't know what to do, so I just laughed a lot.
Backyard?
Yeah.
Well, nervous laugh. That's you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I think that's where I got it from. Origin story of the nervous laugh. So, anyway, that's why we jack up vehicles.
Yeah.
And especially with these things. So this engine comes with 2 high altitude kits. One for 3,000 to 6,000 feet elevation, and the other for 6,000 to 8,000 feet elevation. Problem is, we need like the opposite of an altitude kit. We need more fuel.
Yeah.
Because this thing is flowing better. So I say we drill out one of these, keep the stock ones, and slam them back together.
Okay. Tell me this, though. Why does this one say 105 and that one says 108? I mean, that's very slight, but why are they different?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But the plan is, if we want to increase the jet size, we're going to put the 108, which was on the right side, on the left, and then we're going to increase one of our altitude kits to be bigger proportionally for the right side. And then we're going to give it a shot.
Should work out.
Yeah. I would love to know why.
Ike never said this thing was going to blow up.
Huh. He must not be feeling well.
Guess he's optimistic.
So we're reinstalling the carb, and I'm going to check the fluid on our transfer case. It's got a nice little drain on here. It looks a little sparkly up at the top, but let's see what we're looking at. There it goes. All right, let that drain and take a look. Oh, it is very sparkly. It's almost purple. You could put royal purple on this thing, man. I knew some good stuff. I'm gonna say our fluid was low, man.
Is that it? Oh my gosh!
Coming out. Either that or it's already sludged up because it's just dripping. So after looking at this transfer case, the really silly thing about it is that it actually has 2 drains, and we can only find 1 fill. Of course, this kit didn't come with any instructions, so there's nothing to tell us that this transfer case has 2 reservoirs. Because, you know.
Why would it, though?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go. That stuff looks good. It's the bottom one.
Well, that
where
looks like
nothing
the
came
stuff
out.
you just added.
That's that's probably what it is. It's good. It's getting a flush.
Yeah.
We found what might be another fill, but like, so the bottom plug is
there. It goes.
There it goes. Okay. Finally. Okay. All right. So, who'd have thunk that this thing would have 2 drains and 2 fill plugs? All right. Well, I ordered another one, so in case this one pops, we can give another one a fair chance from the start.
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Morning, Zach.
Morning.
Dude, what do we have here?
A Rascal GT that we are setting up for the Go Power Sports 660.
Yeah, dude, the 660 Go Power Sports drag race is in like, what, 4 weeks?
Yep.
And as usual, we're starting the prep right now.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Better now than a day before, though.
Yeah, that's right. So you might remember this bike. We built a 290cc small block open class engine for it. It was bump start. The thing was nasty. And, well, it kind of blew up last year.
Yeah, it blew up pretty bad.
So what happened, Zach?
It dropped a valve. It dropped the intake valve, probably at 7,000 RPM, maybe.
Yeah.
It was enough. There's a hole about that big in the piston.
Basically, the entire engine is trash.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the carburetor
Yeah,
and the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So we're rebuilding it with Ike's 236 engine. Problem is, that thing's got a bent valve too. So we got to pull that engine off, fix up the engine, swap it on here. Maybe we can do a test hit or something in the yard.
That'd be awesome.
Nope. Good luck, Zach. You got your work cut out for you.
Thank you.
We are just about as centered as can be, according to the rack opinion.
Okay. All right, let's recheck our measurement.
I went too far.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you went too far.
It seems like we're not steering straight though. Like we can center up.
Well, this wheel looks pretty straight, but that wheel does not.
All right.
That's such a weird optical illusion.
Yeah. I mean, remember, we built this thing in 5 days when it probably should have taken 10. Well, yeah, if your go-kart is handling funny or your four-wheeler, the cheapest, quickest thing to do, it doesn't cost anything. Just get some blocks and elevate a tube or like a maybe even a yardstick and do some measurements and see if your alignment's off. So this head's ready to come off, and we should see the shape of a valve on the piston.
Yep, there sure is.
Oh, yep. Looks like it's the exhaust valve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's just the air that's supposed to be there. Yeah, you can feel that with your fingernail, man.
It's pretty rough.
Yep. So is that the small valve or the big valve head? We should probably check it.
Yeah, probably. I believe it's a small valve, though. Looks kind of big, though.
Yeah, it looks big for a small valve.
Uh-huh.
That's a good sign. Scraping frame and everything. I asked them how fast this engine goes, like what's the gearing on it. I was guessing like 65 or something. It's like 75, hopefully a little bit faster. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great. This thing's ready.
Yeah, it wheelied when I least expected it.
Yeah. It doesn't wheelie off the launch. It wheelies when that clutch starts to engage.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like after the first 15, 20 miles an hour, and then it's just like picking up on you. Like, holy moly.
Uh-huh. But yeah, all we got to do now is swap the engine and we should pretty much be ready.
You mean switch the bike off the engine?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Awesome. I love the sound of this thing.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's loud, but it's still, I don't know, it's got that low end grunt to it, so. You know, it's amazing this thing doesn't need a kickstand. It's so low to the ground, you just lean it over.
Mm-hmm. But here we are. 236 is now out.
Oh, nice.
So now all we're doing is doing the de-methanol, because after you run methanol you got to drain the oil, drop some oil down the cylinder, spin it around and clean the carburetor out.
Right. And what's the main purpose of that? Methanol likes to draw water, right?
It does.
And it just like, it's like the condensation and stuff, and then you get corrosion next, right?
That's right.
Okay. So preventative maintenance.
Yep. Especially if your motor isn't going to be run. This motor's not going to run till tomorrow night probably. Again.
Okay, yeah. So it's definitely going to be sitting for a little bit while it cools down. And
yeah, if we were at the drag strip getting ready to do another pass, it'd be fine. When you're at the drag strip, you change the oil every 5-ish passes.
5 passes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around that.
Well, I've seen the oil coming out after we run on the methanol, and usually it comes out a different color. This actually looks really good, though.
Yeah, since it has such little runtime on it, that's the reason it looks so good.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is half the battle. The other half is getting it over here.
Yep.
Into this one, so.
This one won't be bad. Not bad at all.
You ran this one last night?
Yes, this one I ran last night. It did 62 miles an hour at 8,800 RPM.
88.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
And this was not methanol.
No, this one I'm just running on 100 octane Sunoco.
dropped off a fresh shipment of shirts. Some of our favorite shirts are now back in stock. A slappy piston is a happy piston.
What? I've been wanting one of those.
Well,
Let me get one.
Hopefully it didn't get too damaged in shipping. And this engine was making a funny noise, so I figured the shirt was only appropriate.
Wait, you already opened one of those? Come on, let me get one.
Don't worry, boys. I saved plenty for you all. Here you go, Scott.
Thanks.
That's right. Luke, I got one for you, too. And we have plenty of these in stock, and we're shipping out merch multiple times per week. So as long as we have them in stock, we're shipping them out multiple times per week, so it should ship very quickly. That's cars-cameras.com. Pick up a t-shirt. These are some of our most popular shirts over the last couple of years, and they are back in stock. Yeah! Oh, your shirt is out on the track somewhere. Because it was in the other box.
Yeah, and that box was open, so it slipped out. It opened up, and they're just probably...
Well, let's go on a scavenger hunt for them. Here you go, Scott.
This is the best day ever! You can get yours at cars-cameras.com. Order now.
Alright. Let's make sure not to point it towards anything expensive.
Does it seem heavier?
Dude, this thing is so heavy. Because you're turning 2 chains, well, 3 chains now. A gigantic CVT. Oh, and big tires. So yeah, it's hard to push. All right, so we've rejetted it. We've done an alignment. We bypassed the governor. Let's see how she does. Yeah. It sounds so good. Can we still hear that box whining? Let's find out. I think yes. Oh boy. This thing is just a tank. It is a battleship.
How long did you think it was going to last with those big wheels on it?
How long did I think?
Yeah.
Well, considering it's still going, I think we're doing good with those spacers. That's whiny.
It's just a supercharger whine, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is so loud. Not the supercharger. The transfer case is so loud.
Oh, is it? It's on its way out, huh?
Yeah, you can hear it, right?
I could hear a lot of something. What you want to see?
No, that is totally gonna make this thing handle real bad, so. Whew, hopefully this fixes it. Wiggle test.
Acceptable?
I think it passes the wiggle test.
Well,
it's not gonna be any worse.
We got a little bit back here.
We got rear steer. What is that even coming from?
Down here, this bolt.
Okay. Let's get that tightened up too.
On your mark, get set, go!
Oh, it hooks too. Just the center of gravity is so high. I'm afraid it'll flip.
All right, so I hope this does really well. Like, we're so scared that these big tires have made it like super flippy. more than it already kind of was. But I think he's gonna do just fine with it. Like, he's taking it easy right now. Doesn't sound like it. So that must mean that he feels pretty comfortable.
Woo, buddy. Taking it wide. Woo. Oh boy. Yeah, this is such a handful. We're almost there, baby.
It sounds amazing.
Good time?
Let me tell you guys, that is a handful.
Dude, I mean, you said warm-up lap, but you sounded like you were pretty comfortable.
I was most of the way there. What was the time?
57.78.
That is so fast because it does not feel like it's going that quick until you hit a bump or you hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Because you hit a bump and it feels like you're about to capsize. So,
You got the wobbles going?
yeah, big time wobbles.
What did it go with the last engine?
In the ones with this gearing, right?
It's like a
Really?
104.
Yeah, it's already sped up a ton with the 670. Yeah,
And you got some more in it.
just a little bit.
How's that wine? And the
Trying not to think about it.
the wine and all of the chains, they're holding up.
I'm trying not to think about them.
Yeah.
Just me and the road, baby.
You in the road.
One with the machine. It's so sketchy.
You drive it like someone else built it.
Line her back up.
All right. Well, it's spring here at the Cars and Cameras Motorplex, and it's a great time to bust out our best track, Kartona. It's a scaled down version of Daytona International Speedway. It's a big technical track, lots of corners, and this beast made it 11th place on the Grand Prix leaderboard, so it needs a good thing to contend against. Here it comes. It's not a jumper, is it?
I don't think either of these are a jumper.
Either of these, we're gonna find out.
We gotta figure out a way to get a good jumper one of these days.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know how much better that thing is going to be to this. So I guess the name of the game is to see how good you can lose.
I'm not gonna find out how good I can lose. You can find out how good you lose if you want, but I'm here to win, big dog.
All right, well, I'll see you at the finish line, I guess.
Right. Both of these are really cheap go-karts that we put a whole lot of R&D into. That thing has a mid-mounted, side-mounted engine with a 459cc engine, and this, as you know, four-wheel drive, 670. That's a lot lighter. This has more power. Let's line them up.
You guys ready?
Yeah, ready.
On your mark, get set, go!
Oh, it's so heavy. It's actually a good race. Oh.
Get a little squirrely.
Come on, baby, come on. Man, Scott is wheeling that thing.
It's a good one if you're a two. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, that thing is surprising me. I'm right on his tail.
I have no idea where he is. Oh, right behind me.
Come on, baby. I just heard a loud noise.
That was the best that thing's jumped yet.
Dude,
Y'all were.
Sir, I caught your camera. I think I won.
I think you won too.
Wait, you both lost cameras?
No, I think I ingested so much dirt. I was right behind you the whole time.
I know. I was like, I wonder where he is. And I looked real quick, and I was like, oh, he's right there.
Congrats, buddy. Well done, well earned. But hey, this thing jumped really well.
And you didn't lose nearly as bad as I thought you were. That's saying something.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Is your head okay? Your CVT likes it. It's smoking.
CVT hates it, dude. The CVT is screaming.
I don't see the threads in there anymore.
It melted away. That's good.
God, I want to hit this so bad.
I can't believe it, guys, but more horsepower actually made it better.
How is this not in multiple pieces?
Usually you end up breaking everything, and we're probably 2 or 3 jumps from it, but heck, this is a success, man. Turns out if you buy a cheap 4-wheel drive kit on Temu and install a big old motor, it loves it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.
How'd it go, boys?
That looked good. Oh, you lost your rear chain. Dang it.
Who's the engineer?
So I guess this is going at the credits, but that wasn't there before we installed this engine.
We noticed from the color of this lip right here, which this CVT was brand new.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so beat up yet.
And maybe that it's pushing it into the chain, which is why it's gouged up.
Oh yeah, the other side has chain marks.
So yeah, when you bounce on the suspension, turns out the control arm actually hits
It goes
the
up that
CVT
far.
driven.
Like, we only have maybe 2 inches of travel before it bottoms out. And that was enough to make it all the way to the CVT.
Yeah, I mean, that is not long from going through the control
We didn't
arm.
think that angle would be that harsh to make it there.
Turns out it was.
We needed the engine higher.
Yeah.
No more hernias with the new hoist that we got going on, and it's voice activated. You want to see?
Sure.
Hoist. Lower. Little delayed. Hoist, stop! 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 We gotta work on it. Should work out good. We got a scale.
Still gotta be careful around it, but...
Oh wait, can't read it. 604.
Sorry, I let go. Wow.
604 pounds, and we jumped this thing actually really high.
Pretty high
Yesterday or day before.
Good thing I was wearing a helmet. I think I have a concussion.
Did you hit your face?
No, I hit the helmet though, so. Dude, what? That didn't work, huh?
Not that time.
Should I just shoot the intro right now and just say it right now?
You keep hitting the frame of the cart onto the frame of the moped.
Or what do I do?
Well, first let's see if you're okay.
I'm good.
No pain?
No.